Hello, brothers and sisters of light, and welcome to my page. My page is got common sense. I try to keep it down in a degree into 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very important because everything I fucking say is fucking, come on, important. Don't worry, you're still in punishment for eating my goddamn Oreos. You gonna eat my Oreos again? Without my permission? No, you're gonna say yes. You ain't gonna eat my Oreos without my permission, right? Say okay. Okay? Don't eat my Oreos. Your teeth is gonna hurt. But let me turn this TV down here, please, for a minute here. And as I waste about a minute of your time, welcome to my page. If you have any comments, questions, or answers, you put it down below. A lot of the motherfuckers on their YouTube, okay, who seem to be acting like me, but of course they're not copying off of me. Everybody has their own twist of how they do their own YouTube videos, okay? I'm just a real McCoy, okay? And I have backup. I prove it to you. You know, I'm a schizoaffector. I'm a counselor. I'm also a therapist. I'm not a pseudo-babble individual. I just look at research, basically take it from there and help other people to the masses. Okay, I'm more on the far left. Left means that I have the illuminated knowledge. I have the secrets because of the voices. Okay, you don't hear the voices, you're insane. Okay, and you're definitely not more special than I am. Okay, right, Zaza? Yeah. Now this video is going to be about. It's a response video to a video that I saw. It's hilarious. I'll put down the description of the video in my box, okay? And I'm gonna, real men hit women, okay? I'm just gonna make a response to that. I said, hey, did I make a video about men hitting women, okay? I don't know if I did, but I'm gonna do it right now because I think I pretty much agree with everything he was saying. Real men are, most of the time, when 70%, this is a fact now. Let's clear this up now. Let's talk about facts. Let's talk about nothing but facts. Most of the time, when the 70% of women get the dick the right way, I said dick, that's the first thing. Or they got the money, even the tie-ins would agree with say the same motherfucking thing. Okay, and the woman want to open her mouth, or she want to raise her hand, and then it comes down to the question is it love or business or pleasure? Okay, pleasure is more equivalent to business. Love is really equal to business. It doesn't matter how you twist it or how you spin it, okay? It's still a certain sort of trade-off. But when you have your woman talking to you, right, my love? Didn't I beat your ass? Don't you need some help? If you don't hit your woman from the start, from the beginning, every female that talks shit, I usually give them a warning. It's like a red flag. That's a real man. You usually give a woman, don't do that, okay? If the cops is around and shit like that, it's the same thing. The cops will give you a warning or they whip your ass, okay, right? So that's a real cop to bludgeon you, beat your ass when you spit or assault them. They're going to whip your ass, right? Like I do. I tell I whip your ass too, right? Right? Do I abuse you or do I whip your ass? It's different types of abuse. Right? I smile when I abuse her, but she stops immediately because she knows what I'm about. I have a psycho sense of love, okay, a tough type of love, a twisted type of love, okay. But of course, if you don't hit your wife and she talk back to you, especially in public, don't ever let a bitch talk to you a certain way in public. You usually warn the bitch, okay. Shut your mouth. You don't even need, if you say it twice, 3 times, then I know how strong you are as a man. Because no man is going to be allowing their woman to disrespect them. I don't care if it's words, spit, fingers, movements. It says stop, okay? You say stop, that's you already told that person to stop because they're in your space. Or you could back off. You give them a little warning space, okay? You're trying to be nice, right? You're trying to be nice. At least you told them what's going to happen, right? You saw it was coming, right? Okay, a real man speaks up like that with everybody, not just women. Because the reason why you have to hit that woman who has either a loud mouth or want to spit at you or put your hands in the face or even want to hit you and strike you is because she thinks she's equal. And if you think you're equal, And Whoopi Goldberg said it best. If you think you're equal, I think it's best to reevaluate this equality thing, because men and women are not the same. Just as white and black people are not the same. They're just not the same. They're different species, right, motherfucker? You got that genetics out of the way, right? Asian people are different from black. Black people are different from white. White people are different from Asian. Okay? White people are different from fucking Indians. Indians are different from Orientals. Everybody's different. But if a God came down to this planet right now, and I said to this God in some sort of disrespectful way, blah, 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 that God may put some kind of spell on me or some shit. You don't even know what that God's going to do to you to punish your ass. It's a form of respect, okay? And if men don't want to rise up, okay, and try to smack the shit out of, hit the woman in the head in the garbage can with a garbage can in the tan, or a bag of chips inside the head, you know, you're not doing no abrasive damage. Now, there's some people that do some abrasive abuse on their wives and their women, especially Muslim people. Because they're the real McCoys. They don't play that. They chop that shit off. I'm not saying I'm not against fucking Muslims, and I'm not against gay people, okay? But what I'm saying to you is that there's guys out there who are real McCoys, and they don't have time to be playing this riff-raff back and forth type shit. And you may be a gynocentric prick or an ass or a fucking mangina and agree with the women and say, okay, because there's a lot of simps out there. I told you, 40% of the men are simps for the 70% of used whores of Babylon pussies in the world. And part of those 40% are thugs, true thugs who went to jail, who have the money, who have the appearance, who have the beauty, who have the ability to womanize. They are womanizers. True womanizers are the 40%ers. But of course, nobody talks about the 60%ers, motherfucker. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, ask some motherfucking questions. We already got this shit away. If you can strike your female and she has fear in her heart, fear is way stronger than love. People get that. I made a video on fear and love. I know I did that. Psychologically, fear is stronger than love. When you have a child, okay, let me relate it to children, and you don't, let me see, my shit is going in and out, a cheap ass phone. It's Samsung Galaxy 5. I'm gonna get a new one eventually. I'll have all the studios once I start my PayPal account with y'all, so y'all can donate to me, because I'm not dealing with YouTube shit. Okay, I don't do that. You just either donate, you don't. Okay, I'm not putting you on no monthly subscription. You don't have to give me no $1 every fucking month. I'm not gonna even do that. I'm just gonna I do things for noble cause. It's your option to put it in the PayPal account or whatever. It'll be down there in the description. But that's when Marthia's Knowledge coming. Marthia's Knowledge 3 is coming. Marthia's Knowledge 3 is coming. And if you don't have enough strength to uplift your voice. As a matter of fact, there's a thing going on in campuses these days to where women are allowed to hit men. It's going to be like that, to where a woman feels so offended she's going to hit a man for him talking freedom of speech. He could be politically incorrect or correct. It doesn't really matter. If she gets offended, she knocks the hell out of you, and then she can be let go. Just the same thing what happened to that what's that one guy's name? I can't think of his name now, but he got offended by this one transvestite guy. He looked like Rubio. I forgot his name. And this woman put her hand, a man, woman, okay, hermaphrodite, transvestite, I call him, put his hand around his neck and fucking strangled the shit out of that little man, because he's a little man, but he has a lot of political power behind his name. Can't think of his name right now. He didn't file charges, okay? But you know how the system will be very biased. They say, what did you say for him to start? Just like if you say the word nigger and you're white. You know, you'll get your ass killed for that type of shit. You know, if you're white, you say some shit, you get your ass killed, okay? But long story short, feminism and racism are two different things, okay? But you can relate them all you want. But if a woman talks to you in a disrespectful tone, you got to do something about that. Even the pimps say this all the time. Some pimps really abuse their whores. And most of the time, that's the whole thing about being a pimp. Taking the whores of Babylon, taking advantage of the whores of Babylon. My wife is not a whore of Babylon. I told you before, whores of Babylon only occur when either the female gets a divorce or she causes the problem to get divorced. She has to be subservient and she has to be in polygamy. If she is not, and she gets a divorce and she separates, she becomes a whore of Babylon automatically. I'm real strict on females, okay? But the only time to hit a female is usually when you give them a warning, okay? But if she spits at you automatically, she automatically gets, it's an automatic reaction. It's called assault, okay? Both people will get charged, okay? But if you don't watch it, you may get in trouble with the law simply because, okay? Because it depends on where you're at, what state you in. It's all sorts of stipulation to the draconian system, you know. I hit my woman all the time. I beat her, I strangle her up in the, you motherfucker. But I could be joking around. It's not abuse. She got a way out. She can call the cops. I don't even touch the phone. I say, go ahead, call the cops, motherfucker. Call the cops. And the last female I went, let me see, what females did I, then I choked the shit out of her because she put her hands on me and some shit. I don't remember. But she called the cops when she changed her mind. That's the kind of fear that you would have put in a bitch's head. You know, you call the cops, I'm gonna kill your ass, bitch, when I get out, okay? I put that shit on the fucking YouTube. Especially from a lie. From a lie. Women like to lie. They love to take advantage of the system. I'm gonna take you to McDonald's. Hold on, let me finish this video, okay? Right? What you want from McDonald's? What? You want fish? Yeah. You gonna be good today? No TV, no phones. Okay? Yeah, my daughter's on punishment. She did some mean things. Man, you have to train them. You gotta be the parent. It's not about being a bad person or anything when you smack the shit out of a broad or even a nigga. That's the real McCoy. See, you try to give him a warning and say, back off, you know, you give him a warning. Look at the train incident where that dude smacked the gold coins out of that chick. But she hit him, though. She hit him with the back of his stiletto in the back of his neck or some shit. Hit it. The 8-ball code, the 8-ball. Look at the videos. I wouldn't even let it get that far. I just try to either walk away or give him a warning. Because that's a real man. You at least gave a warning, right? You gave a warning. That makes you a real man. You tell a dude the same thing. You're still real. You tell a female this. You tell a child this shit. Especially if the child needs to be disciplined. You have to discipline your children, okay? Unless they have autism, okay? When you have a child, as I said before in my past video, you do not abuse your children. You do not strike your children. You do not, if they can't help it, then you just have to give them up for adoption or some shit, okay? If you can't handle it, okay? But at least you get a check, though. That's the positive thing about having a retarded child, motherfucker. But anyway, okay, you gotta defend yourself, guys. And you don't want to go to court and stuff, and she's beating on you, and she wants to be equal to you, and you're getting smacked in the side, smacked in the side, smacked in the side, smacked in the side, you're getting smacked and shit, and people are watching you. Okay, the simp motherfuckers, the soft motherfuckers will be like, oh, okay, he must have did something. Simp motherfuckers, people who don't know what's going on behind the scenes, they automatically assume you're guilty. When you go to court of law, you only get the judge to judge you. Don't get the jury, because the juries are biased, especially in a situation that when it comes to evidence. Okay, because I try not to have evidence on my side and shit, you know, trying to convict me because of some hearsay bullshit when I said this and this person didn't respond correctly. And I was fighting in self-defense, motherfucker. Okay, but you got to understand, you got to fight back. If you have no rights to hit back, you know, what kind of system is that, okay? You want to be bullied on or some shit like that? You know, I read in the tablets, but I didn't believe the story, though. But this is one guy who got stabbed at least about 100 and something times. There was a story I read, a true story. The guy kept coming back to her because he was a simp motherfucker. He was a soft motherfucker. And there's a lot of relating stories like that where men get abused. They stay with the woman. That's their life. That's their suffering. But you already know what statistics say. Statistics say that women disappear every fucking 5 seconds or every 10 minutes or some shit like that, you know? They're a valuable asset. Pussy is more valuable than dick now these days. Yeah. But what's more valuable than pussy? Money, dogs. All right. Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. I made it a little longer, but I'll put down the video that I see, you know. That's all. You can watch it yourself or anything like that. It is very necessary to defend yourself. It is very necessary to strike first, especially if a person is like too close to your proximity. First, you back off. Okay? You don't strike. Give them some leeway or something. Back up. That's what makes you the real man. You're trying to compose yourself, right? Yeah. And then they start to realize they fucked up. Okay. I remember this one young buck was hitting this fucking old elderly person. He was trying to strike him and hit him, and the old elderly person didn't do shit. He was just talking shit. You see, if you can't fight verbal for communication versus verbal communication, get out of the fucking kitchen. Don't strike nobody. That's why I always stay my distance. I got sucker punched twice in my life. Sucker punched once in jail and once when I wasn't looking, because I told the motherfucker to go downstairs and he just wanted to punch me. One time when I was in jail, I blamed this guy for stealing my pen because he was the only one in my cell. He sucker punched me. You know, the soft motherfuckers always do a sucker punch. You gotta watch that shit. I usually tell my fighter, I usually warn people, and I have my stories where I encountered people, guys especially, and I tell them I'm a fighter, man. I don't want to embarrass you in front of people. I don't want to do a Mayweather. My hands is fast. They're not fast. They're quick. Okay? Like a cobra, like a cat. Okay, and I was trained by my mama. There's a reason. Okay. He said after a while you get bullied on so many times, especially weak men getting bullied on like a motherfucker. You gotta strike back, you gotta strike. And sometimes you need to strike first. Because you could back off and this person's walking in your vicinity. You told them not to walk in your vicinity, so you have to strike them. That's why you have to understand that if you're a real man or not, you have to keep that shit in check. I told my wife this many times. You say, you know, even her Ethiopian, there was a couple of times when one of her Ethiopian people was like messing with my volleyball rope and shit, and I was like, you know, stop. I said, stop. He was playing with the rope. He was big as hell, I said, you know, but I ain't afraid of no big motherfuckers, you know. Either I get my ass whipped and he go to jail, or I'm whipping his ass, he gonna take it as an L, okay? You gonna take it as an L, or you go to jail. I'd rather take a chance to fuck you up, okay? Right? So I win either way. And plus I'm schizoid, okay? You don't want to do that. That's a waste of time and energy, dude. A lot of niggas be dying because of their mouths, okay? But I don't want no nigga coming over my house. I ain't saying nothing wrong to you, okay? I'm just talking in general. Peace and love to you, brothers, sisters, everybody in there. Welcome to my page. Have a nice day. And I agree with the guy. Okay, she shouldn't have put his hand in his face and shit like that. No. Peace.